Greetings. Today I am about to finish up the brakes on the 1210. Um, I really haven't shown much with the brakes on this um, because I really don't feel like I was going to keep these. The reason I say that is it has the FA 12, I believe it is, I-beam on the front. It's got drum brakes. Rear end is a RA 15. If you're not familiar with it, it's a heavy duty axle produced by International Harvester, is my understanding. They designed and cast this themselves, put it in these trucks. And I don't know, I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's a good axle or what. Um, I mean, they put it in these big heavy trucks like this, and so it's International Harvester. I can't imagine it's not heavy duty and tough and everything it was meant to be. But what I don't like is it has drum brakes. I'd like to have disc brakes, something that I can easily service. Um, so, like on these, trying to get parts is, I was able to get parts to rebuild these. Some of this I just cleaned up and reused on here because I got, it uses the same hardware kit for the front, for the back, same hardware kit. I got the very last set that I could find at any auto part stores from Rock Auto. So I did the front ones with a brand new full hardware kit. The ones back here, I'm rebuilding. I'm using some new hardware, but for the most part, the springs I've just cleaned up and I've put brand new wheel cylinders all the way around. And so the main thing I want to be able to get this to where I can move it around the house, get it out, not go across the street to the neighbor's house because I don't have brakes. I really don't plan to do much highway driving on these brakes. I don't think. I don't know. We'll just see how they do after I'm done. But that's where I'm at on this. This is the last one. I'm going to put this in and I'm going to bleed them. I also did all new brake hoses. So we're going to bleed them and see if they work. The next thing I'm going to do too is I don't know if the transmission works or not. The last time I had it running, I put it through the gears and nothing really happened. It needs fluid, so I'm gonna run it again. Fill it up with the proper amount of fluid. See if I get anything out of it. So just to reiterate, parts, they're not always going to be available, such as I just found out. Um, and you may run into things too that you just here I thought I was going to get the 1210 back on the ground with all the brakes done, and I find out that the wheel cylinder for the rear driver's side, the threads for the brake line fitting are not, it's the wrong size. So even though I got virtually the same part number, just incremented down one for the other side, it worked absolutely fine. For the other side, it's not right. So either I got sent the wrong parts in the wrong box. It fit into the backing plate fine, but so is either the wrong part in the box or at some point somebody's changed something on the truck and the line's not the standard size anymore. I don't know. But so what can you do? This is exactly why it's sometimes it's better to upgrade and change it to something a little bit newer and more easily serviceable. For the most part, with the exception of that, I was able to get all the parts I needed to be able to change these brakes. But if I needed to change parts on this, if I wanted to change brakes, I could do a full brake job on the Scout and probably get all the parts from O'Reilly's and do it in one day. This truck, I was able to find the parts, but it took like 3 different places to get them. About 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get it all done, waiting on different parts from different places and such. Sometimes it's just, I don't know that it's worth it to keep that some of this stuff original if I want to make it serviceable and easy to work on. So it's going to impact decision on what we go with this, because I certainly want this truck to be drivable, and so I don't know. We'll see what we do. A lot of, like I said, it's going to depend on the transmission, but I know that these axles, I'm going to have to change these axles out and do something different with them, because it's going to be hard to keep them serviceable and such. I got brake parts this time, and it wasn't easy, but hey, who knows, next time I go to do this, am I going to be able to find the stuff? Some of this stuff that I ordered, it was the last stuff in stock at some of these places I got it from. So we'll just do what we have to do to make it easy and keep this beautiful truck on the road. So alright, so I'm not quite sure what I was thinking, but I hadn't actually hooked up either brake line on either side yet. So when I looked on this side, it's the wrong size too. It's weird because the line coming back appears to be 3/16, and then it goes into a block and it distributes out to 1/4-inch lines going to each side, which seems kind of weird. You would think it would be reverse, but so what I did was I went to O'Reilly's and I got a couple of these, and they work perfectly for what I'm trying to do. I don't know how legit it is to do something like this in brake lines, but I can't imagine it. So see, there's a new hose, and you can see it's 3/16 up to the hose. Comes back here to this block. It changes to, well, from the hose, and then from the block here it's 1/4. The wheel cylinders are 3/16, so there you can see I got the adapter in there. So we'll see. I'm going to do the side up here next. Haven't done it yet. So I'll get that hooked up and then we'll bleed these and see if we have brakes.